Good evening, ladies and gents, or good morning, whatever the heck the time is where you live in. Yeah, Bison's Trial number 20. Now, this is a hard trial, I admit. Also trying to get used to the new playstyle that this game offers, so it took me a bit longer than like if I was to play something like Third Strike or Street Fighter 4 or King of Fighters or anything. So I've pretty much got the hang of this game's playstyle already. So I think I can offer some helpful advice for Bison's Trial. Okay, so when it comes to Bison Trials, what I like to do is to divide the trial up into certain sections which you can then practice and then combine them all together to get the end result. So here is an image of how I would divide up the trials. Now what I've done here is I've divided up the trial into 3 different sections. I've got part 1, 2 and 3 indicated by yellow, red and black. What this means is that the first 5 hits, so that's jumping medium kick into crouching light punch, standing light kick into crouching light kick, is one section that you keep practicing over and over again. The same can be said for part 2, where you connect the crouching light kick into crouching medium punch, and I'll explain why later on, and then the final bit would be connecting the last 4 hits, which are the light kick, medium punch, heavy punch and the EX Psycho Crusher. So the first thing to do would be to practice step 1. If you're new to Street Fighter, this may take a long time for you to get the hang of, but if you're pretty confident at Street Fighter, then you'll have no issues pulling the first part of this combo off. So once you've practiced enough, you can then move on to the next part of the combo, which would be step 2. One thing to note about this combo here is that, unlike the last part, if you quickly tap them in order, the combo will come out, compared to the first part where you had to tap them, slightly one after the other. These part 2 and part 3, if you tap them quite quickly, the light kick, crouching medium punch and standing heavy punch, you'll see, as the video shows on screen, they will link together, and if you compare that to the speed at which I'm tapping them in, you can see that it still comes out and I don't miss it. So consider this as more like a target combo from Street Fighter 4 with characters like Dudley or Ibuki. So if you consider it like that, where you quickly tap them, the combo will come out. It's also quite similar to Marvel vs. Capcom. The last part now just comes down to adding the EX Psycho Crusher. Now this has got quite an awkward timing, but as you can see in my video, where my hands are, you can see that I do the Psycho Crusher quite early and it still comes out. So again, like the target combo, if you do it as soon as you press heavy punch, the EX Psycho Crusher will come out and it will combo. This can be quite hard if you're used to Street Fighter 4 Bison, where he doesn't have any target combos or how quick the inputs are, but you will get this eventually. Once you start gaining confidence, you can then start adding parts of them together. Like what I'm starting to do now is to add part 1 and part 2 together, or you can add part 2 and 3 and then just practice that as a combo and pretty much just separate the trial as a half. So what I'm doing here is I'm doing 1 and 2, and then when I start gaining confidence I start to do the entire combo itself.
Success! 所詮ゴミだな。